Hello and welcome guys to my first ever live Q&A video live stream on my channel. I'm holding my iPhone right now and literally broadcasting live to loads of you who I can actually see writing comments just here. I don't think you guys can actually see this section here, but every single comment coming in, we've got Michael McKenna, Romeo Bassa, Nikki Kim, Michaela Shea, Connor Gaming, loads of you awesome people here right now live joining in this. You may be watching this later on as a YouTube video. This is going to stay as a YouTube video on my channel. This is something I definitely want to do more using the mobile streaming feature. Hopefully, every week or so. Let me know if this is something you'd like to see more, guys. But I feel like this is a cool way to kind of stay in touch with you guys every so often, is to sit down like this, and it's not me playing a game, it's not me talking to anyone else, it's just me and you guys, just in a kind of a conversation, a Q&A. I can answer your questions for you. And it can be absolutely anything about videos, about being a YouTuber, about my life, whatever. Again, I've said this loads and loads of times, but when I actually started this YouTube channel, pretty much all of my videos were just me sat down in front of a microphone. In fact, you guys are there. I'm constantly looking at myself here and the chat here, but you guys are in there. In there, as weird as that sounds. There's over 5,000 of you chilling right now. It's great to see all of you guys here in this sense, and I haven't actually been live streaming that much lately. I kind of do I used to do Minecraft series where I'd stream every single day, and this is just something a little bit different, right? I've been doing YouTube for 7 years and I've never done something quite like this, so it is super cool. And like I said, when I started off, it would just be me talking about random stuff, topics, things I'm interested in, what I've been up to in videos. And then it became kind of with the Sidemen and with the pack and with all of my videos, became a lot more kind of just multiplayer, just having those fun moments. My arm is starting, I'm going to rest my arm here. I'm resting it on this little pillow right here. Custom V pillow that I got for my birthday, my 21st earlier this year. I hope the lighting's not as great down here. I've got my elephant as well. Elephant and the Minecraft cow. I got this at an event ages and ages ago. I hold on to all the stuff from events. That's super cool stuff. So yeah, if you guys have any questions for me, now is a great time to ask them. And I'm trying to say, I've got a lot of people saying dab. Guys, as much as, I'm not going to do it. As much as you spam it, this is a Q&A, this is for questions and for answers. Okay, so there'll be a lot of questions that we've answered before, but I can go through those really quickly. So one of the questions, will the Sidemen ever do a film? I think definitely it's one of the few things we haven't done by now, right? We've managed to do a charity football match this year. We've managed to do a book, an audio book, a book tour, and a couple of us managed to run an event or upload event. So we've done a lot, and that's one of the things on the list, definitely. But films take so long to shoot, and I'm sure you've probably heard this before. But to get all of us in the same place, to even do like one YouTube video, let alone a whole feature film, that could be pretty crazy and pretty kind of intense to put together. Question right now, what is my favorite game? I've been asked this question so many times while being a YouTuber, and I just want to say, over 7,000 people just sat chilling here right now. That is awesome to see. Appreciate you guys being here, and given that there's that many people chilling, I think I should probably do this a little more often. But yes, favorite game right now is definitely Overwatch. It's close between Dota 2 and Overwatch. If I was to play a game that I don't record, I tend to record 98% of the games I play. But if I was to just say you can play, you've got an hour, play a game, do whatever you want, which I actually don't do so much. It's weird. I always feel guilty. How weird is that? Sometimes when I'm playing a game and not recording it, I feel guilty, and usually when I do that, the most ridiculous stuff happens. I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll just sit and play, one Overwatch competitive, not record it. I'll get the sickest game ever, and then I'll just have that regret. I'm like, why did I not record that? It's kind of like, if you guys remember at the start of my Cuba vlog, I said it's kind of like vloggers regret, or YouTubers regret. When your job involves filming cool stuff and fun stuff to share with you guys, the second we do something fun and cool and we don't share it with all of you, we can feel kind of guilty. It's weird living in that way, but it's a tough one because Dota just came out with its new update, and I've done 3 Dota videos on my Vikkstar Plays channel, but never really much more than that, just because, one, I'm really not that good at that game, and that is one of those huge skill-tiered games, and I'd want to be really good at that one if I was going to post it, because that's what people tend to watch Dota for. But Overwatch, just loving it right now, and what I like about it is the replayability. Every game's going to be different with the different setup of heroes, and there's total scope for them to keep adding more and more heroes as we go along with the game, and it changes, and every patch they release changes the meta a little bit. I guess same with Dota. I love MOBAs or just games that have that variety added to them. So that is that. Friday the 13th game, yes or no? Yes, 100%. I got sent a code yesterday. But the guys aren't really around right now. Obviously, Christmas is coming up, so everyone's trying to get their Christmas videos done. But I will try and get that done. Maybe I live stream that with one or two of the other guys, or record it with one or two of the other guys. Thing is, I think you can go up to 8 players on that game, which is pretty crazy. I don't think we're going to struggle to get 8 people. We did, here's a little spoiler alert, we did have 6 of us on Rocket League yesterday. We did some awesome, crazy matches. Me, Ethan, Josh, and then from F2, Rob, John, and Neat Mike. So we did some crazy Rocket League modded in-house games yesterday. 3v3 dodgeball, what else did we do? Other than that, we did Rocket League ice hockey with 2 pucks. So look out for those over the coming few days. And alright, let's go for another question. Here we go. Alright, will I play Ark with the Sidemen? That is a good question. So I've done one series on Ark and I absolutely loved it. It did really get difficult towards the end because it's a game that, especially towards the late game, you really have to grind to get anything done, and you just kind of get killed by all the huge dinosaurs and at sea and stuff. But I don't tend to play many of those kind of series-based games with the Sidemen because they tend to kind of prefer more kind of one-off things here and there. But I think we definitely should try and get maybe into next year, get some series stuff going on. But again, our schedules bounce around so much, to keep anything consistent is quite difficult. Just started a series actually on Astroneer on my other channel, which is still in alpha, but it's a really cool kind of space exploration, crafting, surviving type game. So feel free to check that out. And another question, if I could change my YouTube name to anything, what would I change it to? Oh my, I have no idea. That's the thing, loads of people, they'd want their actual name as their URL. They want, slash, like Joshua says he wants /Josh and stuff like that. But I don't know, I feel like this name, Vikkstar123 as an alias, was something that I never expected to be something. So it kind of, I feel like it's created its own right in the space. And always, as people used to say, I'm gonna tilt this way to get some better light. You can check out my different backdrop. I've got have you seen this in the house tour? But I've got snow globe, cow, random box of stuff like tea and stuff that I never really have, some playing cards, South Park, Overwatch, there we go, soldier in the back. Where was I? I go in tangents. I go in tangents, I go off on tangents. But where was I? My name, yes, of course. Yeah, no, I wouldn't really change it to anything. I don't know, or something really random. For some reason, okay, this is the most random thing ever. I always thought, I had a friend I used to play a game called Source Forts with. I don't think any of you will have ever heard of that game. It was a Half-Life 2 mod where you'd actually use props, and there'd be a build phase where you'd build your own kind of fort, and then there would be an attack phase, and the attack phase was basically Half-Life 2 deathmatch. And that was one of the most incredible games ever. I spent so much of my childhood playing that. We'd play custom matches. And again, on another tangent, there was a guy I used to play with on that game, and he had the nickname Alpha 7, and instead of the V in 7, he had the number 7. I thought that was cool, so I don't know, maybe that would be a nickname I roll with. I think I've got an alt Minecraft account with that username. So yes. Question, how am I liking my Tesla? Of course, I did a vlog on this channel, me going to pick up my Tesla. Absolutely love it. Honestly, it's a really practical and nice car. It's really smooth to drive. I can actually fit, everyone's shopping whenever we go shopping in the back of it. And I've not had any issues with charging. So here's one thing I would say about the Tesla. One thing I was a little scared of is right, I'm going to a battery-powered car. It's I can't just go to the petrol station and fill this thing up with petrol. It's got a battery in it. And if anyone knows about phone batteries, you get to 30%, it disappears or whatever. Phone, don't die on me, I'm doing the stream here. In fact, my phone's here. You guys are there, my phone's there. So, yeah, so wait, where was I? Again, my brain, it scatters all over the place. Yeah, so it's got a battery, but the one thing I really like about it that I was worried about is that, I don't drive that often. Obviously, I don't have to drive to work or anything. My work is over there. It's up at my desk. Yes, the slippers are awesome. I always wear my slippers, and that's my blinded by the lights. How cool am I? I've set up a light to do my little live stream on the sofa. But, yeah, it has a battery, and I was thinking, the nearest supercharge station is 40 minutes away from me. So, that will charge it in 20 minutes. It will do a full car charge. But literally, I plugged the car in overnight. In 15 hours, it charged up 260 miles on it. And the thing I was scared of is I was if I don't drive it for a week, because, what do I do? I play games over there. If I don't drive it for a week, will I come back and it'll have 250 miles, the next week 240. but actually it usually only loses like a mile or two of range. So it holds that charge really well. It means that I only really need to charge it up every month or so. And literally, you just plug it into a wall socket. Like in the garage, I just plug it into a wall socket. And like, it was the weirdest thing when first time I charged it. I was like, all right, I just plug it in and leave it now. And on my app on my phone, it's like charging up, and it automatically stopped during the night. Went down the next day, unplugged it. It's good to go. And it was super cheap. I think it only cost like something like £1 something, the electricity to fully charge my car. So it's cheaper than petrol. And I've got another Tesla story, actually. Here's a good one. So I went to, actually there's an M&S food place. I love M&S food, fanboy as anything. M&S food place in the local petrol station. So I went down there to go and grab some food. And all of the parking spaces were filled up. So I'm just kind of waiting in the petrol station. But I'm in an electric car. And I'm telling you, I got a good like 7 or 8 people just look at me like, what are you doing? You have an electric car, why are you parked in a petrol station? Because it looked like I was waiting for a pump. Like, I was that dumb that I'd like bought an electric car and gone to a petrol station just like, oh, where's my fuel cap? So there's a little Tesla story for you. But that is that side of things. Let's get some other questions going on. Will I come to Denmark someday? That is an interesting question. Always down to visit new places. Usually I just kind of go to wherever my YouTube travels end up taking me, which this year was so many places. Oh my goodness. This year I went to Vegas, I went to LA, I went to Cologne again for Gamescom, I went to Annecy and I think it's pronounced Teen in France. Don't know if you guys saw the vlogs of that. I also have been to, where have I been this year? I went to Cuba, Havana, that was amazing. So that was the exception. That was a family holiday. But yeah, I definitely want to explore more of Europe. Actually, Sweden is one of my favourite countries. I've been to Stockholm 3 times, twice to go and visit EA's DICE headquarters out there for Battlefield-related stuff. And once I went with family, and that's such a beautiful city. It's like so efficient. That's one thing I find about Scandinavia, is it's so efficient. Like everything's so clean, efficient, awesome. I've definitely been to more places this year. I just, genuinely, my mind's blank. Where else? I mean, I went to Canada at the start of this year. I was in Quebec skiing. Again, I went to Miami for Ultra. See, I can remember all this because my 2016 highlight video is not too far away. Keep an eye out for that. I posted a little teaser on Twitter, I believe so. So anyway, let's get some more questions. The thing is, this is awesome. Like, I could vlog like this. Like, look at this. Okay, the lighting doesn't become great, but like I should probably go out and about and think of a cool place to kind of do one of these live broadcast things. Like, I can just walk around my room and I'm like vlogging. It does tip a little more because it's the iPhone. I used to vlog on an iPhone. Now I vlog on. Let's have a look in my bag. Oh my goodness, my bag is a mess. The classic hoodie. That goes everywhere with me. That's why I wear it so much. It's like my default raincoat. I just put it in my bag all the time. Is this in here? Aha. Yes, this is what I use for vlogging usually. It'd be awesome if, see, I can actually connect this to my phone for like sending pictures and video clips. If YouTube added so you could stream, I mean, let me know what you think of the stream quality and all that stuff. Look, it's even got the little moustache, the wind muff. But to be fair, iPhone 7s, that's what I'm using. Yeah, just the iPhone 7, not the 7S or anything. Actually really good for just having audio and visual quality. My room's actually relatively clean. Got the keyboard in the back. Need to learn some more stuff. Honestly, I that's one of my regrets in life. Random kind of talk. One of my regrets is not learning to play the piano or keyboard any better. Seriously, that's one thing, like, I seriously regret, is that I had the opportunity. I did lessons for maybe like 2-3 years, but I never really practiced properly, and I never actually learned to read sheet music properly. I would actually learn everything by ear. So, as in, I would literally play over and over again, trial and error, the notes, until I got to the right notes. And as soon as I heard they were the right notes, I'd remember. I'd associate it that way. But honestly, I think I could have actually, been really top tier pianist. I used to play the piano, the drums, and the violin when I was younger, but I was never really that into them. I did them just because I was just told, my parents told me to do it, and I never really saw the value in it back then, I guess. I just thought, I'm learning all this classical music. I didn't really have anyone to appreciate it, and now, when I post a little clip on Instagram of me playing something, there's so much positive feedback. I'm like, oh, I wish I'd, put the hours in and learned something a little bit better. See, I'm wondering, I don't know if I'll play something now. Okay, I can set up my phone Here, I really need to get a tripod. Let's just drop some piano. Here we go. Check this out. I'll turn it down a little bit because I don't want to deafen you guys. But Coldplay. I love Coldplay. Can we play a bit of Coldplay? See, now I'm under pressure. I'm probably going to do it all wrong. Whenever I record piano videos and put them on Instagram, or I've got 2 on my channel, you'll notice that literally, well, you won't notice that because obviously you don't see that, but it takes me like 100 takes to get it right. So watch me mess this up. We'll do Coldplay in my plays. Here we go. And if you've seen my previous piano videos, you'll know I play this. It's like one of the few things I can actually play. Here we go. I can't multitask as well. Messed up a note there. And that's what you miss. And that's what you miss when I do all the perfectionist little videos. But yeah, there's a little bit of piano for all of y'all. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today's little chill session. I guess it's more of like a chill session than a Q&A. And I should definitely maybe do one of these while out and about. The only thing is like if I went out to do something, I really should do it. Like, I don't know, maybe go and like play mini golf or something and actually do a live stream of it messing around. Thing is, it's hard to, I guess, film anything in detail because I guess if I got a tripod or something, it's still difficult, right? Because if I'm trying to show you something over there, I can't actually like really properly see what's on the display. I do wonder if there are ways to kind of work this into cooler stuff in the future. Maybe the next time I'm like behind the scenes on a shoot day or in a country abroad, I can do something like this. Just wanted to really try it out and chill with it. But appreciate all of you guys coming to hang out with me for this, or just taking the time to watch it in general if you're watching this after the fact. Definitely do need to keep up with this little chat a little bit. One more question, actually, why not? We'll chill for a little bit longer. One more question. Why aren't my family in any videos? That is a good question. So it's weird. For me, I've always tried to kind of create some sort of divide between what's my real life and what is my YouTube. And it's become harder and harder over the years. One is my life has become more YouTube focused in that it's what I do mostly day in, day out. But I feel like it's important for me to kind of keep some stuff that I do and exist that outside of this sphere, because it is in a way my job, and I am admittedly a huge workaholic, and there's not much left that doesn't end up to do with YouTube for me. So I do like to keep a lot of that, a lot of personal stuff, just kind of out of the way of that. But that is the answer to that question. But who knows whether things may change in the future. I can't see them. I've been doing this for 7 years, but things have changed, right? When I started doing videos 7 years ago, I wasn't even comfortable showing my face or even talking in the videos. And look where we are now. So who knows what could happen. That's a good little final question. Appreciate you all tuning in. Let me know again if you want to see more stuff like this. Also, let me know on social media and stuff. I'll look at the comments on here afterwards. I'll see you all soon. Thanks and goodbye.